Hello everyone. In today's episode, we are going to talk about why South India supply chain works differently from rest of the India and what rest of the India can learn from that. South India quietly handles some of the India's most complex trade flows. Automotive exports, electronics, manufacturing, textile and engineering goods all move through this region every day. Yet the way supply chain operates in South India is very different from rest of the country. Port behavior, customer expectations, planning cycles and even decision making styles change as we move to south. Today on Ship Happens, we are unpacking what makes South India unique. Today joining me is Mr. Rohit Gangadharan, Regional Business Head of South in Abhyansh Shipping. He is based out of Chennai, someone who sits at the intersection of customer, port and execution and sees the planning and reality play out on daily basis. So Rohit, when we talk about the Indian logistics industry, our focus often goes to the west coast of India. But can you tell us that how the South India operates differently in the logistics sector and what we can expect from South India, which is not present in other parts of the country?
South India is heavily a manufacturing fully region, and Chennai, the southern ports, that is Chennai, Coimbatore, Hyderabad, Vizag, all these are manufacturing driven region. So South is mostly majorly into automotives, manufacturing, and agro products, pharmacy, and so many other products which will come into our south and southern region.
So, Rohit, when we talk about the Indian logistics industry, focus often goes to the west coast. But I want you to tell the audience that what are the logistics opportunities in South India and how it is different from the rest of the country.
Southern region is mostly driven of manufacturing sector. Chennai, Vizag, Hyderabad, all these are mainly into pharmacy and agro products, and they're also into they expect more precise time than the cost, and they don't take uncertainty well. So the logistics planning should be structured and well planned in advance.
So yeah, in South India, as the manufacturing unit has the tight timelines, their production units are structured. So the planning and structuring is more important than the volume. So Rohit, does that change how customers approach the logistics decisions?
Yes, very much. Customers ask fewer about the lowest price and more about consistency. They want to know if there will be any last time challenges or any burdens at the time of clearance in the port. Reliability matters more than the costing here in the southern region.
Okay. So in South India, it matters more the timing, the consistency,
Exactly.
the transparency,
Yeah.
not the last minute surprises, then the volume.
Yeah.
So they want such kind of partners who can be transparent in the operations
Yes.
rather than the fake promises.
Fake problems,
Yeah.
exactly.
So my next question is, what are the biggest ports which are operating in South India in today's era?
In South India, the major ports are Ennur, Kattupalli, Chennai Port, Vizag, Tuticorin. So all these are manufacturing driven ports, and they are also mainly into huge volume of exports like pharmaceutical and agro products, and also a few other automotive manufacturing products. So these are the major ports in the southern region, as well as Krishnapatnam and Vizag also are major ports, but the volume is less in these ports.
Okay. Ports look similar on paper, but in reality they behave very differently. So Rohit, my question is how the port behavior affect planning in the south?
Port behavior directly affects the timelines. Some ports they handle big bulk. The other maybe some ports they operate project cargos, and if we choose the wrong ports for the different cargos, and the timeline will be missed by us.
Okay. So choosing the wrong port for the choosing the right port for the right cargo is very important to meet the timelines.
Planning that is very important in the state of southern region.
Okay. So Rohit, how important is the advanced planning here?
The advanced planning is pretty critical. South Indian plan according very tightly, missing the schedules and all that. So we work backwards from the consumption at the from the factory consumption till the vessel sailing. So we work backwards.
What is the one mistakes companies make when routing to the south?
Assuming transit time is the delivery time, that is where all the companies make the mistake. After the delivery, after the vessel arrival, we have a lot of procedures to be done. Transportation difficulties are there. Freight movement is there, and all these should be planned in advance in order to fulfill the customer's requirement.
True. So Rohit, your role is business leadership, not only the operations. So how it is different in logistics?
Well, operation keeps the cargo moving. Business leadership ensures it keeps moving profitability and sustainability. And there are certain challenges where our customers' expectations and compliance and team capacity is all involved in the process of operation. Business leadership ensures keeps moving profitability and sustainability. You balance customers' expectation, cost structures, and field challenges. So we need to ensure that we need to give the customers everything in a balanced way.
How do you handle pricing discussions in such a sensitive environment?
By explaining total cost doesn't mean it's just the freight. The total cost involves freight, transportation, and the challenges, and also all the expenses which will be coming at the time of delivery. And the customers they expect more transparency than the costing part. So being transparent and being confident to the customers will be a successful part in our side in service industry.
So no hidden cost to the customer. Transparent costing, total costing is what customer is expecting. Giving the lesser cost, and if we think that we are hiding some cost and we will provide those details at the port, that is the trust issue with the customer. It will be more beneficial if we are more transparent with the customer, explaining them the situations well in advance. It will be appreciable from their side.
Okay, when they know where the costs come from, it becomes we need to be very transparent to the customers, and it will be a win-win situation for both the service provider and as well as the customer.
So that is the more practical approach and the more transparent approach with the customer. Yeah. So does long-term thinking matter more now?
Absolutely. Short-term wins often creates long-term problems with the customer. In South India, relationship lasts years. Decisions today affect tomorrow's relationship. So we work in a very long-term relationship, which gives the customer a good confidence with us. And it's not at all a short-term relationship process in South India.
So Rohit, South India handles diverse industries. According to you, which industries pose the biggest logistics challenges?
In South India, automotive, electronics, and also perishable cargoes, agro products are mostly involved in South Indian operations. And there are challenges when there is a delay in our logistics part, and it's a very big loss to the customer. It also involves in crores. So handling with proper time efficiency is much more major part for the southern region.
What about pharma and chemicals?
Compliance and temperature control matters more than speed. Documentation, accuracy, and handling discipline are non-negotiable.
In this regard, how do logistics partners add value here?
By anticipating issues. Good partners flag risk before the risk happens to the customer. So that I think will be the value-added services.
What about pharma and chemicals?
Compliance and temperature control matters the most. Preparing the documents well in advance will give a good support to the service from our end.
How do logistics partners add value here?
By anticipating risk factor. A good logistics partner will address the risk before even the risk appears to the customers.
So Rohit, looking ahead, what changes do you see coming in
logistics industry in South India? More scrutiny, more digital compliances, less paperwork, and also a lot of changes from the government side is a challenge in South India these days.
So in this regard, Rohit, what should businesses do right now?
The customers, they have to appoint in our logistics service provider well in advance. Then the last step. It is not the last step for a customer to involve a logistics partner.
Any advice for young professionals?
They should know what logistics field is about. Before getting to know about the logistics field, entering into this field is not a small joke.
South India shows that logistics is not just about the movement. It is about the discipline, planning and long-term thinking. This conversation with Rohit highlights that why understanding the regional dynamics is very important and essential to create the resilient supply chain. If you are from logistics, trade or supply chain, then this episodes give you the insight about the South Indian logistics which is far beyond Chennai region. Please like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel for more insights about these kind of topics.